She said I'd never succeed without her. Not loudly, not in front of everyone, just quietly, across her glass desk, like she was stating a fact instead of sealing her own mistake. I didn't argue, I didn't defend myself, I just nodded and let her believe it. Because some people don't need to be proven wrong, they just need time. Her name was Vanessa Cole, senior partner, co-founder, the face on every press release, and for 6 years I was the invisible one behind her success. I built the client acquisition systems, designed the internal workflows, fixed problems before they became crises. She took the calls, she smiled for photos, and she took the credit. I never complained, not once, because I wasn't building her success, I was building my leverage. Vanessa had a talent, not for strategy, not for leadership, but for positioning herself exactly where success would land. And I let her. I stayed quiet in meetings when she presented my work like it had appeared out of thin air. I didn't correct clients when they praised her ideas. I didn't interrupt when she said things like, "Don't worry, I'll handle everything." Because I knew something she didn't. Success isn't ownership, documentation is. 3 years in, she asked me to sign a revised agreement. "Just standard restructuring," she said. "Nothing changes." I read every word, and then I added one paragraph. Quietly, legally, carefully, clause 9.2. It stated that any systems, workflows, or operational frameworks created independently by me remained my intellectual property unless explicitly transferred. She signed it without reading. Legal approved it without questioning, and I filed it where it belonged, with everything else she assumed she owned. Vanessa's confidence grew as the company did. By year 6, we had investors, media coverage, and competitors watching closely. She started introducing me differently, not as partner, not as architect, but as support. "This is Daniel," she'd say casually. "He helps implement things." Helps implement things. I didn't correct her. I just kept copies of everything. System designs, access credentials, architecture ownership logs. Proof doesn't argue, it waits. The conversation happened on a Tuesday morning. She called me into her office without warning. Didn't offer coffee, didn't smile, just leaned back in her chair like she had already rewritten the story. "We're restructuring leadership," she said. She slid a folder across the desk. "We're bringing in someone with more experience." I opened the folder slowly. Termination agreement, transition assistance request, confidentiality terms. She watched my face carefully, waiting. Instead, I just asked one question. "Are you sure?" She smiled. "You'll be fine," she said. "But you were never going to succeed here without me." That was the moment. I nodded, closed the folder, and left. I didn't argue, didn't negotiate, didn't even say goodbye, because the conversation had already happened years ago. In ink, signed, filed, waiting. That night, I reviewed everything. System ownership confirmations, infrastructure licensing records, contract clauses, access authorizations, all intact, all enforceable, all mine. I sent one email, subject line, formal notice, 3 attachments, no message, just evidence. The reply came faster than expected, not from Vanessa, from legal. They wanted clarification, discussion, alternatives, which meant they had finally read it. Clause 9.2. Ownership doesn't disappear because someone forgets it exists. It just waits to be remembered. 2 days later, Vanessa called. Her tone had changed. "We need to talk," she said. We met in the same office, same desk, different balance of power. She didn't smile this time. "What do you want?" she asked quietly. I didn't answer immediately. "I want what's mine," I said. Nothing more, nothing less. The next week was quiet. No announcements, no explanations, just legal reviews. She stopped making eye contact, stopped speaking, stopped pretending. The agreement was finalized 3 weeks later. Ownership recognition, financial compensation, full transfer terms, signed, enforced, complete. 2 months later, I launched my own firm. Clients followed, because systems don't lie. I saw Vanessa once after that, at a conference. She looked surprised, smaller somehow. She didn't say anything, and neither did I, because everything that needed to be said had already been written, signed, and enforced. She said I'd never succeed without her, and for a while, I let her believe that.